Hello everyone, welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today we're getting messages for you for Aries season. So happy Aries season, especially to those with Aries sun placements. Happy birthday month. So we're going to see what's going on from now until April 20th for you. We're going to draw some tarot cards, and then also at the end of your reading, we're going to pull an affirmation card, and also I'm going to have you ask a yes or no question, and we'll get an answer from Spirit as well. We have 3 groups to choose from. This is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. I also placed 3 crystals out if you feel more called to that. Use your intuition. There will be timestamps below. Pause the video if you need to, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Carnelian Elephant as well as the Curious Cat's Tarot. Well, I guess it's officially called the Grimalkin's Curious Cat Tarot. So in the back, I love it. I went with the animal theme today. But yeah, you chose Carnelian. I feel like you're going to be feeling more energized, more lively this month. And that makes sense. I mean, Aries is an energetic sign, so you could be feeling the effects of that, especially if you have Aries placements. And also it's spring now, so just, spring, I don't know about you, but it gives me like a little extra oomph, especially if I'm living in a colder climate at the time. But anyways, let's see what Spirit has to say for your month ahead. Let's call in your guides, call in my guides, angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency. Please be with us today to provide the most accurate, meaningful messages for group number 1 at this time in regards to the Aries season. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, Spirit, and thank you, group number 1, for being here. Let's get started. So what is the main message, what's the main thing going on Aries season for group number 1? Okay, let's come up. 2 here. We're going to kind of put these together, I feel. And what is group number 1 going to be focusing on Aries season? And what can wait? What will we put off for Aries season? They're all come out reverse, so they all do. I'd like to switch them around, but anyways, what may group number 1 be blind to? What's like they might not realize is coming up this season for them? Ooh. And what should group number 1 avoid in Aries season? And what is the overall action and advice for group number 1 in regards to Aries season? I think these are all in frame. Yeah, cool. Bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Wow, you might be, let's take a look. If there's been some situation where you've been treated unfair, I feel like things are coming into balance for you, like karma's being learned, if that makes sense. We're going to go into it more, but I feel like things are coming more into balance for you, especially if there's been some struggle of some sort. The struggle could have been with finances, with work, with the overall financial well-being. I feel like things are going to come more in balance this Aries season, but that could just be for a few of you. Let's get started and see what else is coming for you. So 2 cards came out for the main message, and this is what I thought maybe it has to do with work, because we have the 8 of Pentacles reversed along with the Empress. So I think 2 cards came out because maybe there's 2 different messages for different people in this group. One, I feel like there's been some issue with work, maybe unemployment, just not being treated fairly at work, not getting paid enough, just things not really going smoothly with your work and with your finances specifically. And with the Empress reverse, some people could be having some issues with a mother figure or a divine feminine in their life or their children, and that could be balancing out. Maybe there's been issues with your children being out of work or not working well at school, or just having some kind of imbalance in their behavior. And again, this could just be combined too for some of you, because with the Empress reversed, I feel like this is like not living the life that you fully want, like not having all of the material items, all of the abundance. You might be feeling a lack going into this Aries season, a lack of money, a lack of just abundance in general. And it seems like that is going to be balancing out for you if that is resonating. So what to focus on this month, we have Judgment reversed. And right when I saw this come out, I feel like Spirit wants you to really release any judgment, especially towards yourself. You could be feeling really down on yourself. Maybe you've been down on yourself because of your finances, because of your children, or like, you know, whatever's going on at home. Maybe you just are unhappy with work, and you might be just a little too critical of yourself. And it looks like this month Spirit is encouraging you to release any of all that judgment and to really work on self-love. With the Emperor's reversed too, I feel like there's been a lack of self-love and self-care. And I feel like doing that this month and releasing harsh critical judgments on yourself will be really beneficial and really help turn around so many situations and make you just feel more calm. And look how calm this cat looks there. So cute, just like chilling there, you know. I feel like you're going to be feeling a lot better. Some of you guys might be healing from some heartbreak of some sort. And practicing self-care and self-love could help with that. And there also is something here, if you are like recovering from heartache, and this could be romantic or with a friendship or family member. It could be any type of relationship is my point. But I feel like just like forgiving and just moving on and not holding any more resentment, because like that's in a way is like giving away your power. And Spirit wants you to come back into your personal power this month. I keep saying month, it's because the Aries season is from March 20th to April 20th. It just flows better. Just FYI in case that's confusing anyone. It seems like things might have been a little hectic, a little fast-paced. There could have been some arguments with people, and it looks like if there have been arguments, that is definitely resolving. We already see that there's some balance here, some calm coming in regards to the situations we already talked about. And I feel like there could have been heated exchange, impulsive behaviors, arguments with this Knight of Swords reversed. This could represent someone that you have had issues with, and releasing that judgment and releasing any tension with that relationship is definitely going to be happening. For those that resonate with that, it could be an air sign, but doesn't have to be. You could be an air sign as well. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And what you don't see coming this month, this Aries season, is the Lover's card. I really do think there's something here with mending a relationship that has been uncomfortable. And I'm seeing a lot of different relationships. This is a general reading. Like we talked about already, like with a mother figure, family. This could be with someone you work with, a friendship, whatever it is. Things are coming to balance. And this could also be a new relationship coming in for some people too, of any sort. And you don't see this coming. I feel like if this is a relationship you already have that has been on the rocks and stuff like that, releasing any judgment, if you want it to work out, that is. If you want to mend things and have things be more pleasant, like just releasing anything from the past, forgiving yourself and this person or people, and really just being open to starting fresh and not holding any grudges or anything like that will be super helpful if that is the case. No longer exchanging heated words, no longer arguing, trying to see both sides of the situation and try and see where they're coming from will be really helpful for you if you want that to work out. And also I feel like we're talking about like the self-care and self-love. And the more you work on that this month, the more you have like more positive thoughts about yourself, pamper yourself, sleep enough, move, do all the things, we're told to do and stuff. And just spend more time, just resting and doing whatever it is makes you feel good. Do what makes you feel good this month. And I feel like you might not realize it because you'll feel like you're being self-focused, but that's a good thing. You're going to be like healing yourself, just working on yourself, and you're not even going to be focused on relationships. But for some of you, a new relationship will come around while you're self-focused. So you know how that happens sometimes? It's like you're not even looking for a new relationship. You're like, I'm done dating or something. And then all of a sudden you meet someone. It's kind of like that energy. But again, it doesn't have to be romantic. Some of you guys could be unhappy at work and like a new work opportunity comes or something like that. But it's definitely like some sort of union that's going to be unexpected. It could be new, or it could be like mending a relationship that's been a little hard for some of you guys. But the way for this to happen is to really just release anything from the past and really work on what makes you feel good and how to improve your life. Like, it's okay to be a little like selfish sometimes, you know. You need some quality you time, it looks like. And what to avoid, we have the Ace of Swords, which is interesting. But I feel like this really has to do with trying to be like dominating. You know, I'm really seeing this. This has come up a lot, but I think this is just universal. Like, humans in general have been really in their divine masculine more than their feminine. That's just how our society works. And I feel like there's something here this month with you working on, no matter what your gender, your divine feminine, working on self-care and self-love like we talked about, and also just being more receptive. You know, being more receptive to help, being more receptive to gifts, to words of affirmation, like compliments and stuff like that. Instead of shutting them down, just be more receptive. And you're going to realize the world just starts bringing you more abundance and stuff. And what to avoid, I feel like, is being in your masculine, like being like a little too aggressive, you know, like just go, go, go. I feel like there's something here about slowing down this month. We have what to can wait and what to avoid. Both to me are thinking like slow down. You know, you don't have to always be go, go, go. I know sometimes we have to do things and stuff, but like the Ace of Swords shows like victory by like might or like by force. And Spirit doesn't want you to force anything this month. And it's going to sound silly, but when you don't force things, you're going to be receiving something really good, like some new relationship or mending of a relationship. And I really feel like it's going to, it just sounds counterintuitive, right? It's like, just focus on yourself, not other people, and then all of a sudden other people come into your life. But that seriously is how it works sometimes. When you detach yourself from like outcomes and stuff like that, just work on your divine feminine and make sure you're not being too harsh with your thoughts. I know it's hard, but we're going to get an affirmation for you at the end of your reading too, but like using positive affirmations is really helpful. And then for overall advice and messages, we have the Three of, and I can't really pick it up right now for some reason. We have the Three of Cups reversed. So I really do feel like there is something here. Like, see, there's multiple cats here. They're like friendship. I feel like there's a mending of a friendship, some relationship too. And also this could be Spirit wanting you to like slow down, and maybe you won't be like going out or like partying too much or being like naughty. Look at their like dropping the water down and stuff. It's so cute. But there really is some energy here. Like if you've been feeling like lonely, depressed, upset, like you're focusing this Aries season on uplifting your mood, working on, you know, finding what feels good for you, coming into balance. You have balance with your divine feminine and masculine too, but you're just coming into balance and you're resting more. I feel like rest is really important for you this month. And seriously, something here about the more you take care of yourself, the more your relationships are going to improve, the more new relationships are going to be coming into your life. Oh, we have a few major arcanas here. Half of the cards. Well, almost. An ace. But yeah, really working on that divine feminine, being in like the flow state, being receptive, being detached from outcomes, releasing negative thoughts about yourself mostly, but about any relationships too that you want to improve. Using words of affirmation will be really helpful for you. And those affirmations, again, we'll get one in just a moment, will differ based on what outcome you want and what you want in life. But you can be like, I am healthy, happy, and whole. I don't know why that's going through. I have the job of my dreams. I have such good relationships, you know, like I am balanced. I am healthy, whatever it is. Really consider incorporating affirmations into your daily routine multiple times a day. You can like set points in your day to like kind of remind you to do it. Like I do it when I'm like pouring my coffee or water or anything like that. It's really good to actually speak to your drinks. I know that might sound a little woo for some people, but water actually like can change form and like actually deform when you say negative things to it. And we are like 60 to 70% water. So think about that. Like the thoughts we say, like we know they affect us already, but if we can literally see in studies that water like deforms and like doesn't crystallize and like looks all funky if you say mean things to it, That's like happening to our body too. So try and be kinder to yourself. And it'll go a long way. Spirit, what affirmation do you have for group number 1? This one's come up. In this moment, I am in charge of how I feel and I choose happiness. Oh, I love this one for you guys. Screenshot, it's a little shiny. I am in charge of how I feel and I choose happiness. Yes, love that. All right, now to end your reading, we're gonna do that yes or no question I talked about. So think about it for a second. You can pause if you need to, but say out loud or in your head a yes or no question. Spirit, what is the answer to group number 1's question? What is the answer to group number 1's question? Choose a new direction. So that will mean something different to all of you based on your question. Choose a new direction. I feel like if you have been feeling stuck in a job or something like that, for example, this could be a sign to, maybe release it. If you feel like just stuck, like it's the same thing over and over again, you're just unhappy, and this could be in relationships too. Spirit's saying that's a sign that it's time to choose something different. Choose being happy. What you're doing right now might not be necessarily making you happy, and I feel like deep down you know that. And with these two together, I choose happiness, I choose a new direction. There's something going on that is not making you happy, and I think that will answer your question. I hope it does. But that is what I have for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope you have an amazing Aries season. Please subscribe if you haven't already, like this video, leave a comment if you'd like, and if you do want a private reading with me, I do offer them. My email's in the description box. But I'm honestly so grateful you're here. I am so grateful you watched this video and made it this far. I appreciate you so much. I love you so much. Bye, group number 1. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading for Aries season. Happy Aries season. Again, happy birthday to those who have birthdays in Aries season. You chose the Tarot of the Owls and this rose quartz elephant. You can't tell we're going with a little animal theme today, but I love this deck. It makes me happy. And we have self-love crystal here, rose quartz. I feel like there's some more like compassion for yourself, more self-love, love in general, more fun coming to this month. We're gonna get into the tarot and see exactly what Spirit wants to tell you, what's coming up this Aries season. And then we'll get an affirmation for you and also answer a yes or no question at the end. So let's take a moment to call in your guides, to call in my guides, angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency. Please be with us today to provide the most accurate, meaningful messages for group number 2 at this time in regards to Aries season. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, group number 2, for being here. I just realized I have some ash on my finger. I use Palo Santo in between readings. Anyways, let's get started. Spirit, what is going on for group number 2 this Aries season? What is the main message you have for group number 2? And what will group number 2 be focused on this Aries season? And what will wait? What's not the priority this Aries season? What is something unexpected coming in Aries season for group number 2? And what should group number 2 avoid this Aries season? Oh, another card fell out. We're going to put that with it. Wow, you have a lot of major arcanas. This fell to the ground, so I'm going to put these together. And what is the overall action and advice you have for group number 2? Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Wow! We have 4 cards, major arcanas. This is a big month for you guys. I feel like you're definitely tapping more into your spiritual side, your divine feminine, your intuition. You are gaining some knowledge that is really going to help you in life. feel like you're seeing things more clearly. You're feeling more empowered and confident. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look. I'm gonna zoom in a little. Your cards are a little smaller than the last group. I'm gonna put this. Okay. So, main message, we have the Page of Swords reversed. I feel like you could have gotten some news recently, or you're about to. That could have been shocking, maybe. But I feel like you're obtaining some information with this High Priestess too. Oops, let me move it a little bit. I just feel like you're getting some sort of message that could be startling, maybe unpleasant even in a way, but it's gonna give you like some inner power, some inner wisdom to make decisions and move on from a situation that I feel like has been it's been ready to end, if that means, like, it's been going on for too long, it seems. Like, you're just finally like realizing something and you're going to be able to make a decision. You're going to be able to move forward. And I feel like this is something that's been making you pretty sad, maybe even depressed, like you might have heard some news or like that makes you feel a little bit down, but it's going to be for the best. Whatever this knowledge is that you're obtaining this season is going to help you move forward in life. And I feel like you've been a little stagnant potentially. There could be someone involved with this that is an air sign, or you could be an air sign. You don't have to be, it could just be placements in your chart. So the air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So it could be something with that. Could have to do with a younger person sometimes too when we see the pages. But I'm really, right off the bat, I feel like there's some sort of message and knowledge being learned here. Again, it might not be, but the pages were reversed, even upright. This could be kind of like sharp, like kind of intense stuff, but it's definitely something that's going to help you for the best. And what to do, we have the Seven of Cups here. I feel like Spirit wants you to make a decision about something, which makes sense with what we're just talking about. I feel like Spirit also wants you to realize how many options you have. Like, for an example, this won't be for every single person watching, but just to kind of clarify, like, you could find something out about a person you're dating or some relationship that's, and you just like, maybe you've been questioning it, or like it hasn't been the greatest. You could be feeling a little lonely even though it's a relationship. You could be feeling like they're just not connecting with you as much as you'd like. And I feel like there could be some words exchange, or you could find out something that will make you feel bad, but it'll help you make a decision and realize that this relationship isn't the best for you. And Spirit wants you to realize like you have so much going for you, so many opportunities, so much out there, and you don't need to be in something that makes you feel bad. You don't need to feel lonely when you're in a relationship. Of course there's ups and downs to relationships and life in general, but I feel like you're finding something out that's going to help you make a decision and realize that the potential of yourself in life in general. You're going to have a lot more options no matter what your specific situation is. For some of you, there could be an option to date someone new, or be with someone new, or have a new friend, whatever it is. It does kind of feel romantic, but doesn't have to be. There's opportunities to see things more positively. You could stay with something that's negative, which, I think Spirit's kind of nudging you to not stay in a relationship or situationship that's not the best for you. You can get a new job. You can move house. There's endless possibilities, more than you even know. And it looks like you're making some big decision regarding this situation based on the knowledge you obtain. And what can wait this month is the Four of Cups. And you know what I see this as? Ignoring that information that you're being given. Like Spirit's like, don't just turn your head and act like nothing happened. Something happened and it made you upset and closed you off. And it's just, I know sometimes things are hard to handle, but it's like this month, this Aries season, you're handling something that's been a little tough to acknowledge because it hurts. But you're going to be acknowledging it this month. And you're going to have so many more options, and it's going to be for the best, but it's going to be a little hard at first, and you're going to end up being empowered by this information and this choice you make. And what you may be blind to is the Death card reversed. I don't think you've realized how stagnant things have been. The Death card reverse is like not wanting to change, not like just being bored, just not moving forward, not shedding things that need to go, not letting go of like self-limiting beliefs, bad relationships, bad jobs, whatever it is. It's like a lot of times this is internal with the Death card, but I feel like this could be with a situation or person for a lot of you, but it could be like holding on to like just old beliefs, old versions of you that are ready to be shed. You know, like this could be like an ego death, but there's something that just, I feel like you kind of know subconsciously, at least like deep down, like we're talking about, you know, but it's like you've been turning a blind eye about something. And you don't realize that it's holding you back, and that change is so necessary and it's for the best. I know change is hard. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are a fixed sign. No judgment, my sun sign's fixed. Sometimes what that means is it's like you don't really like change, but sometimes you just, you know, you need to like justify it before you make the change. You need to know it's better than what's been going on before. And this is Spirit telling you that there is better out there. This is a general reading, so whatever this is going to differ. We already went through some options, but there is better out there, and it's this season, this Aries season, you're acknowledging that. You're not turning your head anymore. You're realizing that change needs to happen because you don't want to be in this sad energy, pessimistic energy anymore. You don't want to be in like a argumentative, like lonely situation, unhappy situation. Again, the situation is going to be different for all of you. So I can definitely see why we have so many major arcanas. This is a big deal. And what Spirit wants you to avoid, or I feel like this is what you are avoiding. You're not realizing your full potential, but you're going to be this month, I feel like. You're avoiding this call, this wake-up call. But now you're here watching. I know it sounds like harsh. I'm like, you're not doing, you know, I don't mean it like that. It's just, we all do it sometimes. Sometimes we just need someone to point out something and we see things from a different perspective, and then we can make changes and adjust if we want to. You know, you have free will. You don't have to change or anything. But I feel like there's your spirit guides, God, source, universe, whatever, you know, you refer to that as, your ancestors, your angels, have been trying to call you to a new cycle. There's some cycle that's ready to end. You're being called to rise up, to level up, and realize your true potential. I really see that here for you. You are so strong. You have everything you need and more, but like there's something that's been holding you back. In this Aries season, you're realizing that. And it's up to you to make a change if you want to. You have so many options out there. You're fine. Like the Magician, I feel like you might be afraid to be alone in some situation, but you're gonna thrive. Like you are so strong here. Like, so Spirit wants you just to identify this, or just recognize this, think about it, and really identify like what it is you want. Aries season is the beginning of the solar year, you know, like this is a great time to set goals. A lot of people do it on New Year's, but like I honestly think this is the time that's the strongest. And also sometimes people just fall off, you know, and this is like, you know, 3 months later, now you can really identify what it is you want and take the action steps. This is a powerful energy for change. In this Aries season, no matter what's going on for everyone, there's an extra boost. There's some courage, there's some energy, there's some drive to make the changes that are necessary in your life. You don't want to be in this upset energy anymore. Sometimes people get kind of addicted to pain or like the negativity. Like it's like our nervous system adapts to that and thinks it's normal and kind of craves it because we had childhoods that were less than perfect, you know, that were a little intense, you know, maybe like, and your nervous system is so used to being in that fight or flight mode that like sometimes you like just get used to it. And if you just stay in those situations, but Spirit wants you to realize that there's so many other things. You don't have to like just stay in a icky situation. You have the power to see that there's other things out there and to go for it. And this is the strong, like there's a lot of positive energy for you to do so. And you're going to really have the opportunity to identify that you have all the tools you need, all the resources you need by yourself. And other people are just a complement. You don't need any codependent relationships, anything like that. You are enough yourself. You are powerful. And you're realizing that this month. And you're going to identify some area in your life that is stagnant and that is not serving you. And it might hurt at first, but it's going to be for the best. And you're going to realize, wow, there's really so much good out there. So many things I could do, so many happy, I could actually feel a lot better. For some people, it might not be leaving a relationship or anything like that. It could just be working on your internal dialogue and your thoughts that are really keeping you upset. You might not realize that you have all this good, all this potential, all this stuff going on in your life because you're in this mindset. You have these limiting beliefs that are not serving you, and now's the time to identify them and cut them out. Think, you are so wonderful, so beautiful, and your guides really want you to recognize that. So that could be it for a lot of you, to realize your true potential and take action to find what feels good for you. To find what makes you happy. My cat just meowed and agrees. So this is a powerful month, group 2, for you. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's going to lead to such positive change, such more happiness. You just have to take that first step, Now let's get an affirmation. This could be something that can help you. Spirit, what affirmation do you have for group number 2? I lovingly forgive myself and others. Yeah, maybe for a lot of you guys are just really down on yourself and being hard on yourself because things didn't work out in some way in the past. Or you could be mad at other people for hurting you in the past or recently, But it's time to just forgive yourself, forgive others, and move forward. Because I feel like there's limiting beliefs around this situation that's holding you back, that's keeping you stagnant. So just forgiving and moving forward, not giving your power away to any other people by having resentment or anything like that, will be so powerful for you. This is a big change for you, group number 2. I feel like next month you're going to be a different person in the best way. You're going to feel happier. Like what we were talking about in the beginning, like feeling more love, happiness, that's coming. Make sure to practice some self-love, say these affirmations. Don't be so hard on yourself. I know you might be like, oh God, I have so much change to it. But, if you're like, I was in this bad relationship, I was in this bad mindset for so long, all that matters is that you are making positive changes now. Love yourself now. If you don't love yourself, who will, right? I mean, I love you and your spirit guides love you, but if you don't treat yourself with love and respect, people in your life might not do the same. But you're really realizing this month, and I'm proud of you, and so are your guides. Anyways, now to wrap up your reading, I would like you to state out loud or in your head a yes or no question. If you need time to think of one, you can pause the video. If not, let's ask Spirit. Spirit, what is the answer to group number 2's yes or no question? What is the answer to group number 2's yes or no question? Yes. You got a solid answer. Usually it's like, it could go certain ways, but Spirit's saying, it did come out in reverse, but I don't really read these in reverse, so the answer is yes. Maybe this is confirmation for a lot of you of the situation you were thinking about when I was doing your reading, if this is what it's referring to. But if you ask something totally different, it could be a yes to both, but the answer is yes. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you, group number 2, for being here. If you're comfortable, I would love to hear from you in the comments about these big shifts you're making. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. I do offer private readings if you're ever interested. My email is always in the description. I'm just so grateful you're here. I love you so much. Have a great Aries season. Bye. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number 3. So you chose the Chrysalis Tarot and Tiger Eye Elephant. And right off the bat, I feel like there's some major transformation coming for you this Aries season, likely involving something to do with maybe career or overall just like confidence. We're going to see with the tarot though to get the exact messages from your spirit guides. So let's take a moment to call them in before we get started, to call in your guides as well as mine. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency, please be with us today to provide the most accurate, meaningful messages for group number 3 in regards to Aries season. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, group number 3, for being here. Let's get started. I also feel like for some of you, There could be something that you've been waiting on for a long time to happen. Maybe you've been wanting to take action in some way for a while but haven't. You could be getting that, like, the courage, the drive to do that this month, to finally make that thing happen, to make those changes you've been really wanting to make. That could be what's going on in Aries season for you. Spirit, what is the main thing going on for group number 3 for Aries season? What is the main thing going on? And what should group number 3 focus on? Oh, okay. What will be put off in Aries season or not be a focus? What may be a surprise, something that group number 3 is blind to this Aries season? And what should group number 3 avoid this Aries season? And what is overall action and advice you have for group number 3? Ooh. Bottom of the deck. Oh, we have the star. Sorry, I got a little excited there. That's my favorite card. But this is like divine inspiration, connection, having faith and hope again. This is wonderful. I feel like you're coming out of a state where you've been a little depressed, upset, disconnected even. And that's a huge change. That's amazing. You could also, if you've been wanting to get more attention on social media or with your job or something, there could be more eyes on you this season. But I really feel like you're having like your faith restored. You're feeling like inspired again. You're feeling happy again after a time where you were likely upset for a while. Because the main message here, we have the 5 of Stones, which is the 5 of Pentacles reversed. And look how sad that person is there. This is reversed. You're coming out of something that was upsetting to you. You felt sad, depressed, maybe there was even like health issue or something like that. Something that just made you feel really down. And it could be about anything. You could just be like, maybe some of you guys don't even really have a reason. It just, things maybe just haven't felt right. It just, there's a major sense of feeling like disconnected for some reason. But I feel like this makes sense. You're feeling more confident. You're feeling more alive, happier. And I feel like it likely has to do with you taking action too. Inspired action. Maybe you're working on your spirituality, your connection with the divine, and that's really helping you move forward. I see a lot more rest for you, a lot more peace coming to you. And also this could be recognition too, the 4 of Swords. But in this card specifically, you see her sleeping there. I feel like you're just going to be able to sleep easier. You're going to be resting easier. Like healthy sleep. Maybe some people are sleeping too much if they were depressed or something like that. Whatever it is, it's just some healthy rest and restoration coming for you. And I feel like, yeah, for some people you are being recognized for something with your work. That'll be just for a few people here, but you're practicing more self-care and self-love. You're just really treating your body better. You're feeling better this month. And that's a wonderful thing. Now what can wait? We have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. I don't think, even though I kind of mentioned you could be being recognized for something, I don't think money is a big concern this month. I don't think you're going to be as focused on finances or work. I feel like the main focus this month is healing. A lot of healing energy, resting, feeling good. You know, you're doing whatever it is that makes you feel good. And it's really self-driven action. You're taking a leap of faith on yourself too. I feel like you're trusting in yourself more. You're finding more self-confidence. I feel like this month is a time of healing and restoration. And it's preparing you for an upcoming big change, for something you've been wanting to do for a long time. Oh yeah, we mentioned that in the beginning, didn't we? What have you been really wanting to do? I feel like that is starting to happen after a period of rest. Maybe you're coming out of this period of rest. Maybe you've been resting and you've been doing the healing work. And that healing work is paying off. Or maybe you're just starting. Maybe you're watching this video and you're still feeling a little down. this is a beautiful thing still. You're going to be feeling a lot better with this. The main messages here, the Five of Stones reversed and the Star. But if you're feeling this way, main advice from Spirit is definitely to rest and practice more self-care and self-love. Work, like talk to your spirit guides, God, the universe, whatever you call them. Maybe do some shadow work. I feel like there could be something here with the moon reversed. I feel like you might still be in the thick of things, a little upset, and you don't see that there's like a light at the end of the tunnel. There's some inspiration coming. There's a lot of good coming. Spirit doesn't want you to focus so much on, work, all that material things this month. Spirit wants you to focus on your healing because there's some new adventure, some new thing coming, and it's going, and I feel like you might know what it is because we were talking about it's like something that you've wanted for a long time, but maybe you're like, oh, but I don't have this, or I feel I'm too unhealthy, I'm too tired, whatever it is. You're overcoming that this month, you're healing, and you're going to have all this drive and energy and ability to make these positive changes you've been wanting to make. But it all starts with practicing self-love and self-care and like making changes from within. And I feel like you don't realize this. You might not see right now that what you're doing is really helping you and making a difference. Because this is the moon twice. Some of you guys might be planning a trip or wanting to travel, but maybe you haven't been able to do so for a long time. That could just be for some of you. You could be like getting more into astrology and like just doing all this introspection work. I feel like the main thing here with the moon and what you don't realize what's coming is that there is clarity coming. There is a light. Like, you could have been in the dark a lot. Oh, for a lot of people, the moon reverse and the Five of Stones reverse, this is overcoming a mental illness, or not overcoming, but like, getting through it. It's going to be different for everyone. And it doesn't mean you're diagnosed with anything, maybe, but you're overcoming this sadness, this depression, this anxiety, whatever it is. This is a general reading. But with these cards together, I really feel like you don't see this coming. You don't realize that you are healing, that things are getting better. So Spirit wants to encourage you to keep healing, keep doing what you're doing. It is working. Because sometimes we don't realize things, like we start a habit that's healthy for us or something, and we don't see instant results. But this is delayed gratifications coming. For sure. And I feel like just really working on that and doing introspection and shadow work. If you haven't been doing that already, you can look up online like shadow work prompts, inner child work stuff, but you're really going to be finding some mode, some method that's really going to help you heal. And I feel like for some of you guys, you might not realize like more movement will be really good for you, getting out and about, walking, like exercise. I know we always hear that, but it will do you wonders for sure. And definitely sleeping more and taking care of your body, your health, your mind. It's gonna be like really transformative. By the end of Aries season, you're going to be ready. You're going to be feeling empowered and strong. And Merlin here says the hero. This is the Fool card. You're going to be taking a leap of faith. You're going to be confident in yourself and your abilities. You're going to be inspired. Yeah, and we have the Knight of Stones illusionist here for what to avoid. Yeah, we have two stones here for avoid, and this can wait. And also with avoiding it, the Knight of Stones is the only knight that's not moving. I think, and with all these horses here, I know we all have different levels of mobility and stuff like that, but Spirit really wants you to love your body and move it. It can just be stretching. Just start small. You're going to have more energy by the end of this season, by the end of Aries season. But right now, you just want to take like smaller, actionable, like just little steps every day, like just little things. Don't overwhelm yourself or then it won't happen. You know how when we like set goals and intentions, especially around New Year's or whatever, it just like kind of flops because it's like too much at once. So maybe just like walking for 10 minutes a day, stretching, doing yoga, breath, whatever it is. I think Spirit wants you to really just focus on your well-being overall, and movement will be so good. And it has been proven in study after study that movement helps with depression and all sorts of things. And it can help improve your sleep. Maybe some of you guys have not been sleeping well, maybe because you have anxiety, something that's been keeping you up. And that is definitely going to be resolved by the end of Aries season. But Spirit's like coming through right now to give you some actionable advice on how to feel better. And the overall advice we have is the hero or the Fool card. You know, Aries season is a great time to start new things. Like you have Aries energy is like energetic, ambitious. I actually put a video out 2 days ago. Well, it depends on when you're watching this, but about the best things to do during Aries season. And one of the things I talked about, if you didn't see that, was just it's a great time to start new things. It's because you have this drive, this energy, and also you have the spring equinox, the Aries new moon. There's actually 2 Aries new moons this month, or this Aries season. And that is pretty powerful. And then we have all these other shifts going on astrologically. And you might be actually being affected by the astrology going on. Maybe you don't realize by the full moon there could be something pretty big for you, but I feel like you're being affected in a positive way, for sure. But Spirit wants you to like identify what you want to do. And I feel like this is something you've been thinking for a while, but it could be anything. But it's time to really get clear on your goals and what you want. And having some goals to focus on will help you get out of this sad state you could be in. It'll inspire you again. I feel bad, or I'm sorry if you've been feeling really bad lately, but the beautiful news is that you're going to be feeling better, inspired, energized again, ready to start new things. But you got to take the time to focus on healing, moving your body, sleeping well, restoration, working on your spiritual side, whatever that is, religion. It'll be different for everyone, but to incorporate that, talk to your spirit guides, your ancestors, God, the universe, because they're definitely present and they want to help you and they're encouraging you to take these steps. But overall, you're overcoming some sadness and you're having the energy to start something new, which is so wonderful. Now let's get an affirmation for you. I feel like Spirit wants you to have more faith that things will get better, because if you keep thinking things won't change, that if you keep thinking you're hopeless or case or whatever it is, then it's going to be your reality. So it's really important to try your best to have more positive thoughts and not be so hard on yourself, because we all make mistakes, we all do things, whatever, but like if we keep thinking negatively, like it just creates our reality. Our thoughts are powerful. That's why I love affirmations. You can say, we're going to draw one for you right now, but you can come up with ones like, I am healthy, happy, and whole. I am, I sleep well. I have so much energy. I have the courage and the ability to start new things. I am connected to Spirit. I am able to move my body. I have loving relationships. Whatever it is for you, I'm just giving some examples. And really, don't be hard on yourself. If you catch yourself being negative, that's fine. Just dismiss that thought and then replace it with something that is positive. I believe that today is my day. Yes, believe it. Today is your day. Today is the day to make those small changes, to practice that self-love, to move your body. Today is the day. I believe that today is my day. I love that. Okay, group number 3. Now is the time. We're going to ask Spirit to answer your yes or no question. So you can pause the video if you need to think of one still, but when you're ready, state out loud or in your head a yes or no question that you want Spirit to answer. Spirit, what is the answer to group number 3's question? What is the answer? Wow, this came out in group number 1 as well. Choose a new direction. This really makes sense with the rest of your reading too. But you can, put this in or imply this answer with whatever question you asked. But whatever's been going on is just not working anymore. It's time for some change. Time for some movement. There really could be travel for some of you guys. You know, I said that when I was looking at this card here. Have you been wanting to travel? Have you been wanting to move? This could be just moving your body more and stuff, but what about physical movement? That could be a message all in itself for some of you. But looks like the way things are going, things need to change for you to get the answer you want, to get whatever the life you want. So what changes can you make today? Today is the day to make these small changes. Come up with a plan that is easy to follow, and don't be hard on yourself. If you slip, it happens to all of us. The main thing is picking yourself up again and keep going. That is true willpower, true self-love. So choose a new direction. So it seems like the answer is yes if you make changes, but no as how things currently are. I hope that resonated and was helpful for you, group number 3. If it was, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I am so grateful you're here. Please do something kind for yourself today. Love yourself and know that things are getting better. And yeah, if you guys want a private reading, I almost forgot to say, my email's down below. I'm really so grateful you're here. I hope you have an amazing Aries season. I love you so much. Have a great day. Bye, group number 3.